Hello everyone, Berserkit here, and welcome to my series called Should You Buy It, in which I review the DLCs for Rome 2 and tell you whether if you should buy them or not. In this episode, I'm going to be taking a look at the Blood and Gore pack, which is the latest piece of DLC for Rome 2 at the time we're recording this video. Okay, so this one is pretty much self-explanatory. Obviously it adds blood to the game, and it also adds a few new animations in the faces decapitations and arms and legs amputations. Well, that's pretty much about it, so I guess I'm gonna give you my personal opinion about it. The DLC is very different from its equivalent for Shogun 2. As you can see from the video, the blood doesn't look the same at all. There are no massive fountains of blood all over the place, and it looks more realistic in general. I definitely appreciate that, and I really like the way it looks, although I would still recommend the better textures for Blood and Gore DLC mod, which makes the blood look smoother and consequently better. If you zoom in, you'll immediately see how different Rome 2 looks. There will be blood all over the place. There will be a few headless bodies here and there, and that definitely helps the immersion, and I would go as far to say that it makes the game better. There is just something a little creepy about this DLC because it just feels so satisfying to zoom in, especially in skirmish fights, only so that you can see the blood and brutality going on. In overall, I would say that I like the DLC, but there are two major problems that I have with it, and I want to talk about them. The first thing is that what the DLC adds is not really something that you notice all that much, because when you're fighting a battle, you want to zoom out as much as possible so that you'll be able to see most of your units and micro them more easily. This really makes it difficult to notice all the blood that spills on the ground, and it makes it almost impossible to see the decapitations and amputations, which don't really happen a lot, so unless you zoom in, chances are you're not gonna be able to notice them. And my second problem with the DLC, let's say you can zoom in, all of the blood and the new animations will really hit your frame rate hard. And the bigger problem is that the game has never been well optimized. I don't know if they're still working on that, but it runs like crap, and consequently many people can play it on high frame rate to begin with. And also, have in mind that if you run the game on low, you'll not be able to see any decapitations whatsoever, and if you run the game on anything below high, you won't be seeing any blood on the ground, so if your PC is not really up to par, you might want to avoid this one. But enough about my opinion, let's talk about the price. So you can buy this DLC on Steam for €249, $299 or £199. So the price is a little bit too high. I mean, it just adds blood and a few new animations to the game. It's not that much, it's not game changing. And some people really have problem with that, saying that blood should have been in the game in the first place. Although I don't agree with them, I don't fully disagree. But the thing is that Medieval 2 is the last Total War game that had blood in it by default, and the blood there looked awful. So if you think about it, it's actually better to add the blood as a DLC, because this way they're gonna put more effort into it since they want you to pay money for it. And at the end of the day, it's $2. It's less than a box of cereal, and I'm pretty sure that you're gonna invest more time playing Rome 2 than eating a box of cereal. And at the end, I should answer the question, should you buy this DLC? Yes, go ahead and buy it. I said some negative things about the DLC, but that's just because I wanted to present both sides of the argument, and truth be told, I actually really like it. It's not a thing that changes your game completely, and it's not a thing that you'll notice all that much unless you watch a replay or something, but it's still a really nice thing to have in your game, and it helps it make it a little bit better. My name is Berserkit, and I really hope you like this video. See you next time, goodbye.